The latest update comes with a ton of new content, and this video quickly covers everything you need to know about version 3.6 in Genshin Impact. But first, thanks to Prime Gaming for sponsoring this video. With Prime Gaming, you can actually get some Genshin loot if you redeem it at their website. There's tons of free Genshin loot you can get every month, including primogems and some of that sweet resin that you can use for artifact grinding. And the best part is that you can sign up for a free Prime trial just to redeem this, including a free Twitch sub that you can use for your favorite streamer. And you can also get a ton of free games and in-game content, ranging from indie to AAA games, and of course, you get a free Prime video and Prime shipping on Amazon. So make sure to use my link in the description or pinned comment, try out Prime for free, and get that Genshin loot before it runs out. Most importantly, you'll also help support my channel big time. So first things first, this update will add a massive new area into the game, and I don't know about you, but I was starting to get a little tired of exploring the sands. And while there's still some desert landscape shown here, it looks really striking, and I'm loving the fusion of these sprouting plants covering the biome. Also, it seems like this new area is inhabited by a new type of hilly churls. They look really interesting, but I will still feel bad beating them up knowing their backstory. However, a new nasty world boss is also getting added into the game. This turbo version of an Abyss Herald wields the power of multiple elements. Hopefully, he won't be an annoying boss to farm. And speaking of which, we're also getting a new weekly boss. I really don't know how to describe it because to me it looks like some kind of a dragon made out of dendro, although it does seem to have some smooth animations. Finally, there's a bunch of new character activities. We'll be getting Layla's hangout event, there's a new Nahida story quest which is related to the weekly boss, and Baizhu's character quest is also getting added. Now, when it comes to events, the biggest one called Parade of Providence features the Sumeru Academia. There's gonna be loads of minigames as usual, but what's cool about this event is that you will be able to obtain a free copy of Faruzan. So if you're a Xiao Wanderer or Heizo main still working towards her C6, that's a great freebie to get. Another major event features a new cute companion we'll be able to utilize and explore the new area that's getting added with the 3.6 update. From what I understand, the point of this event is to showcase this new area to players, and this new cool companion, or gadget, however you call it, will even allow us to fly it around and let us access some places you couldn't normally get to by yourself. Honestly, all I'm hoping from all of this is that I get to keep this cute Sealy permanently. Now, as for some new smaller events, the first one is called Fulminating Sandstorm. Basically, clear some enemies around the desert area, help prepare a cannon to fire, and collect the rewards. The other one is called Brewing Developments. I definitely like this one a lot more because it's a combat event and it's a bit random because during fights, a random effect will trigger and result in things like buffing your characters or changing up the combat rules, so at least there's some replayability with this event. Finally, Overflowing Mastery is making a return once again. Who doesn't love free stuff when burning their resin? Probably the most anticipated part of the update, new characters. First one is Kaveh. He is a 4-star Dendro Claymore user, and let me tell you, this dude goes crazy with his little briefcase. The animations are really fun to watch. But what's even more surprising about him are the talents. His elemental skill deals AoE Dendro damage and causes all Dendro cores in the area to immediately explode. But not only that, his elemental burst will grant him Dendro Infusion, and upon activating it, it will also cause nearby Dendro cores to explode. The burst also increases his combat capabilities, and one of his passive talents allows Kaveh to heal himself after taking damage from exploding Dendro cores. So what we basically have on our hands here is a 4-star Nilou. However, it does make me question just how strong this new Bountiful Bloom wannabe is going to be, since he is still a 4-star character, but nevertheless, I am super excited to see what this guy can do, and I will be releasing a video shortly after this one, analyzing the footage that's shown here, and giving my pre-release thoughts. Now, the other character is the long-awaited Baizhu. I really don't care if he just throws Chi-Chi with his burst. I've been waiting too long to obtain this knockoff Orochimaru. But seriously, Baizhu is a 5-star Dendro Catalyst user, and it seems like he is our first Dendro Shielder. So his burst when activated creates a Dendro Shield, which will keep getting conjured every few seconds or so. This shield, from what I understand, will also heal the active character and attack the enemies, as long as it gets damaged or disappears. Honestly, I'm not sure if I would really call this a shield, more like a way to not get staggered by enemies and also unleash some Dendro off-field damage, but either way, it looks like a really interesting mechanic. Also, one more cool thing about this burst is that when characters get healed by the shield, their reaction damage will be increased. Oh, and his elemental skill is pretty simple. He shoots out a projectile that deals Dendro damage, and it will also heal the characters. Nothing too outstanding, just a skill doing its job. But these new characters are going to have some tough competition because starting with phase 1 of this update, the featured 5-stars are going to be Nahida and Nilou, while during phase 2, Kaveh and Baizhu as well as Ganyu are going to be the featured characters. Like, seriously, these banners are absolutely stacked. Nahida is a staple in almost every single Dendro team, while Nilou's Bountiful Bloom balloon teams are a menace when dealing with multiple enemies. I am actually kinda surprised to see both Nilou and Nahida in this update, since as I said before, Kaveh feels like a 4-star version of Nilou, while Nahida is an amazing off-field damage applicator as well as a buffer, and Baizhu seems similar to her, but offers defensive options. This is definitely going to be one of the toughest updates when it comes to spending your primogems, and I can't wait to talk about this in my next video. But wait, there's more. With 3.6, we're getting 2 new artifact sets. The first one, called Nymph's Dream, provides 15% hydro damage from its 2-set bonus, and the 4-set bonus, well, it's kinda like Polar Star Weapon. You gain these stacks after using normal, charge, plunging, elemental skill, and burst attacks, each lasting 8 seconds. You can get 3 stacks at most and obtain 25% attack, as well as additional 15% hydro damage bonus. To me, it looks like this might be a new upgrade for Child, since just like Polar Star, this artifact set is catering to his playstyle. Getting a total of 25% attack and 30% hydro damage bonus is no joke. But I'll run some calculations and come back to you in a video that's coming out soon to let you know if it's worth replacing his already existing artifact choices, like Heart of Depth. Otherwise, Ayato might also like this new set, although he doesn't really use charge attacks, and his burst has a long cooldown. So I'm not sure about efficiency of this set over something like Gladiators. However, the 2-piece bonus is super nice to have, especially for Yelan or Xingqiu. Now, the other artifact set, I'm just gonna call it the Dia artifact set. The 2-piece bonus increases health by 20%, so not just Dia, but other HP scaling characters will love it. This is a nice alternative or supporting set compared to Tenacity. However, the 4-piece is where things get interesting. By default, the equipped character gains 10% increased damage for skill and burst, but after they take damage, this bonus gets increased by 80% for 5 seconds and can be stacked up to 5 times. Now, before we get misguided by these numbers, the real actual boost is equal to 50% damage increase for both skill and burst after gaining all 5 stacks. Also, this set bonus works off-field, which is nice. Now, getting damaged isn't something that's exclusive to Dia, but getting damaged consistently and fast, well, that's something that she can do, thanks to her ability to absorb damage and receive it afterwards each second. However, you also get damaged super often from Burgeon and Bloom reactions, so I'm actually interested to see how well this set will work, not just on Dia. But you're probably wondering, is Dia getting massively buffed with this set? I don't think so. Even without running the calcs, these numbers still won't lift her damage that high, but I am a firm believer of actually testing things out before giving final judgment, so once this artifact set is out, I'll be the first one to dump thousands of resin and let you know how it goes. Finally, I'm not sure if I was the only one, but when I saw the tweet from Hoyoverse that they will be dropping some juicy details during the livestream, I expected a sneak peek at Fontaine or maybe something else crazy. However, nothing like that happened, and I'm assuming it was just a marketing ploy, I guess. Still, one thing that did get announced was that we're getting a new original soundtrack, The Unfathomable Sand Dunes. So hey, at least we can listen to some banger music and vibe with while waiting for the next big news. But to quickly summarize, the latest 3.6 update is getting expanded with a new area that we can explore, and we're also getting new world and weekly boss, as well as 2 new Hurley-Churl enemies. Next, the update brings a ton of events, one of which will help us explore this new area, while the main event, called Parade of Providence, features a ton of minigames prepared by some of the Genshin characters, and the main reward of this event will be a free copy of Faruzan. And when it comes to the banners, Nahida and Nilou will be the featured characters during the first phase of the update, while the second phase, Kaveh and Baizhu, as well as Ganyu, are going to be on the featured banners. Finally, 2 new artifact sets are getting added into the game, one which boosts hydro character damage, ideally for Child, while the other artifact set is designed for Dia, but the 4-set bonus might actually work well with other characters as well. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. Make sure to press the like button and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to check out the free Genshin loot you can get from Prime Gaming. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.